All right, let's get right into it. If you're planning on taking the TOEFL in 2026 or beyond, you're going to want to listen up. The writing section has been totally rebuilt, and we're about to break down exactly what you need to know to crush it.
So, is this you? Is the 2026 TOEFL on your horizon? Because if it is, I have to tell you, the old strategies, the old study guides, they're basically history now.
And I'm not being dramatic here. This isn't just some little tweak, it's a complete overhaul. Seriously, from the kind of questions they ask to how they score you, everything is new. And getting your head around these changes, that's your first step to success. So, what is this new game plan? What's actually different? Well, let's just say the old playbook won't work anymore. We need to dig into the big structural changes to really understand how to prep for this thing. Okay, this really shows you what's up. Back in 2025, it was all about writing these long academic essays. Now, it's all about practical writing, stuff you'd actually do, like writing an email or a discussion board post. The scoring is way different too. Forget that old 0 to 30 score. Now it's a simple 1.0 to 6.0 band system. But maybe the biggest shakeup is that the test is now adaptive. That means it gets harder or easier based on your answers, which lets it figure out your exact skill level way more accurately. All right, now here's the secret sauce. To really nail this test, you have to know who you're writing for. And guess what? It's not just one person. It's a team. A very interesting team. That's right. Everything you write gets looked at twice. Once by a real, live human expert, and once by a super smart AI called the E-rater. You can't just appeal to one of them, you've got to make both happy. And trust me, they're looking for totally different things. So first, you've got the human. This person is all about the quality of your ideas. Do your arguments actually make sense? Are they logical? Are you backing them up with good points? Did you even answer the question they asked? The human gets the nuance and the context. And then you have the machine. The e-reader could not care less if your argument is brilliant. It's a robot. It's just scanning for data points, your grammar, your spelling, your punctuation, how varied your sentences are, and the kind of vocabulary you use. It's all about the technical stuff. Okay, so keeping that in mind, human and AI, let's look at how this all plays out in the two specific tasks you'll have to do. Knowing you have to write for both a person and a program really changes your whole approach. First up is the integrated writing task. You get 20 minutes for this. You'll read a little passage, then you'll listen to a short lecture on the same topic. Usually, the lecture will argue against the reading. Your job is to connect the dots and write about how the lecture responds to the points made in the passage. It's all about synthesizing information. Your second task is way quicker, only 10 minutes. This one feels like you're in an online class. You'll see a question from a professor and a couple of replies from other students. And your job? Jump into the conversation. You need to give your own opinion, back it up, and this is key, add something new to the discussion. Okay, you know the rules, you know the players. Now let's talk about what not to do. There are some super common mistakes that can just torpedo your score, and we're going to make sure you know exactly what they are so you can steer clear. These are the traps that are going to make that human rater just sigh. A huge one is not using your own examples to support what you're saying. It just makes your writing feel generic. Other big no-nos, misreading the question, not writing enough words, or just lifting phrases straight from the prompt. And funny enough, trying too hard to sound like a genius can actually hurt you. Just be clear. Now for the things that make the AI grader see red. The number one mistake, hands down, is not saving a few minutes to proofread. Those tiny typos, they add up fast. The E-rater will also hammer you for frequent grammar and spelling mistakes. And don't think writing a super long essay is better. It usually just means more mistakes and less focus. Oh, and please, don't use fancy words unless you're 100% sure you know what they mean. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This quote from Geeks for Geeks really nails it. Proofreading isn't just a nice to have, it's a must-do. You have to build in that time at the end to hunt for errors. It can literally be the difference between a good score and a great one. So what's the goal on this new 1.0 to 6.0 scale? A 5.0. That's considered advanced. What that really means is you can write clearly, organize your thoughts well, and use good grammar and vocabulary. You might make a few small mistakes, but that's expected when you're under pressure. A 5.0 is the kind of score that really opens doors. So when it all comes down to it, this is the real question. The new TOEFL isn't just testing your English. It's testing if you can communicate your ideas effectively to a person while also writing with enough technical precision to satisfy a machine. Can you do both? Because that is the new key to success.